All right, this is episode 26, I believe, of the pressure washing project. I would urge you to go watch the Ryobi episode, which I think is 20 something. Just the latest Ryobi is like 23 or 24, something like that. So we did, I think it was episode 23. So we did the new Ryobis, which there wasn't a whole lot to be discovered there. We did another grouping of like the Atoms, the new AR675 Pro, I did the big Krenzel that's sitting over here, the one's going on my wall. That one did 3.3 gallons a minute. And we did a couple of really crappy Sunjos. And then I got 13 more Sunjos out here I gotta work on. But today, we're gonna test these. They look like they're probably the exact same thing with some new casing, plastics. But this is the AR line, the Max line, and whatever the new BC Blue Clean line is. So we're gonna compile the data. Probably gonna have the same specs as the other versions of these from their non-Blue Clean line. My guess is this is probably gonna replace the consumer-based AR line. That's just a new version of it. And so we're going to test pressure, we're going to test flow, then we're going to figure out, if we bring pressure back down to around the 1,000 PSI, which is my target, what is the flow, what is the output. We're going to test. They're starting to get this, starting to come together here. They're starting to finally catch up. I mean, this is the foam cannon that comes with all these. We'll dump a little soap in here and see how that works when we test out the foam cannon, see if this thing actually works. I doubt it, but it does look, they're at least starting to copy and getting their act together, realizing what people are using these for. And so then I have some various quick discounts here to sort of test out and figure out what works. So let's get, what do we want to start with, Chris? This little guy? Yeah, the 1600 PSI version. What's the model on this thing? BC111. Jeff's gonna help me here with this while I get the gun ready. Oh boy, this is a proprietary. We need to find the hose for this thing because this has a fitting. So how are we denoting? Are you keeping track of this? Tommy needs to know what these things. Is he gonna go back and watch the video? No, not that hose. Is it that hose? Oh yeah, it does have the fitting on there. So the good news is that, okay, I see you just can't do a quick disconnect kit for this gun, but you could very easily, you can still adapt and put a Cobra Jet hose on it. But in order to test this gun, I need to use the hose. And then we'll put we can't see it in here, so we'll use, and I need the green nozzle for this thing. Did it only come with a yellow one? Okay. So the nozzle here, this is a 1.5 looks like. Maybe not, that's not, unless 1.5 at the end. So it says T1543115. So my guess is that's a 15 degree 1.5 Orifice nozzle. So the way these work is there's a little hole in here. That hole is a certain size. The smaller the number, the smaller the hole. The bigger the number, the bigger the hole. The smaller the hole, the more pressure you get, but then you lose flow. And so... And then we'll put the garden hose on. So we got a little 12-foot whip hose, garden hose. These things are going to be really hard to get for a long time, so you're going to want to lock your spot down. So garden hose fitting on the back side of this. Gosh, this thing is so light. This is junk. Look at that. Then we'll swap over to this hose when 149. Why they don't even, they're skimping on the hose, and they used to be all 25 and now they're 20. It's even worse. Look at that beauty. Man, look at that little cutie. It's terrible. And look at that thing. Instant kink. Instant crack. Yeah, it's not as bad as the Ryobi hose, I don't think. Maybe it's just the red. the pinkish red is kind of working for me here. Wonder if the foam cannon fits. Yep. So we can do a foam cannon on these with. It's tight, but it works. Unlike the works on the rarities. Okay. So we got that. We got this. Oh shoot! I've got to put the put this back on there because I got to put the pressure gauge in here somewhere because I want to get the pressure of the stock set up. So remember, these are 15 millimeter fittings. So ARs use the hole here, the diameter, the inner diameter of this is a 15 millimeter size. And I go, that's 14, shoot. I don't think any of these, I think these are all 14. Yep, I need a 15. We're not off to a good start here. Yeah, it's definitely 15. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this glycerin gauge. This is a MTM glycerin gauge. It's so funny. I get all these pressure washing videos that show up in my news feed because of probably because I'm publishing these videos, and I keep seeing these guys are so freaking cheap they can't even buy like the real gauge. Like this is a cheap gauge. The MTM is a cheap one. You know, there's some higher end gauges available, and yet these freaking guys buy some Amazon junk just to do a pressure washer test. Like why are you even testing pressure washers? I don't want to do this. I'm only doing it because I have to, because it's like the world needs it. But yet these guys are doing it just for fun, I guess. They're buying some cheap junk pressure washer and getting the specs for it. It's weird. But whatever you got to do to try to get some people watching you, I guess. I just want the data. I want the data because I want to sell you the accessories. I want to sell you the gun, the wand, the hose. And I want to find out, is there anything out there that I'm missing? Like, we did find the K1700 from Karcher, which I like a lot. We did find the Active, which is, Active and us are working together to see if we can figure out a way to make a, like a $300 or $400 decent quality pressure washer that competes with the big boys, but is less expensive but still has durability. There's a problem with all these pumps. These are 70 to 100 hour machines. These are not built to last. They're built to a price point. And so you're going to get at that price point, we're getting somewhere around 100 hours, 70 hours out of it if you're lucky. Oh shoot, I just did all that to do this. I forgot to put it on there. So yes, we're going to get a little bit of our pressure spec is going to be a little bit off because we're coming right off the head of the pump here, but it's all we got to work with. So this one's going to cheat a little bit. No leaks? Yes, leak. Down the back here. This is the part of the game, people. It's freaking leaking everywhere. At least this time I didn't hit my shoe. Let's try that. There we go. Learn our lesson on the Greenworks. run some water through it, because a lot of times these pumps will have some metal in them. So run some water through it so it doesn't clog up your nozzle and then not allow you to use it. It's like I'm not even shocked anymore. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Is that 1400? Call it 1375. Oh, crap, I need my phone. Yeah, you can tell I'm real into this here today. This is one of those things that feel like make you feel good when it's done, but we got a long way to go. Can I just sit on a stool and have Jeff do this for me? Yeah, I'll just talk and watch him run around. Let's see, I need a stopwatch. 3, 2, 1, go. Waste minutes of my life. 14 minutes of my life doing this, assuming we don't screw anything up. So these machines come with a 25 and a 15. The small ones only come with a 15-degree nozzle. And I'm guessing it's a 1.5 size nozzle. So we're gonna dial the pressure back to around 1,000 and we'll gain some water flow. Because this guy, what is this rated at? 1.6, 1.7. So it's rated at 1,600 PSI at 1.7 GPM. It's not gonna do that. So I'm gonna take and measure that. This is probably only gonna do 1.2 and change. But when we open the orifice up, we'll actually get some more flow out of this. And I'm fairly certain that the pumps, these are very seam, and I'm just making this up, but just out of seeing the internals of these, taking a bunch of these apart, I'm pretty sure the pump is the same as what Sanjo uses. 11.88. So now we need to take the hose off.
1.09.
Ooh, yeah, 1.09 GPM. Oh shoot, what was our 10.9 amps? The other thing, this thing's wasting a lot of water here. Okay, so we can take this hose off. Now, I've said this a bunch of times, it's negligible. Generally, now on a little pump like this, I would say probably anything under 150, 125 feet, you're not gonna see any pressure loss or pressure drop. And so when we go to this slightly longer hose, this 50-foot hose, we're not going to see really any measurable difference. What we did find is that on the active pressure washers, the going to a longer hose seems to affect the pump's ability to maintain pressure when it's off. And that's why we ended up with some surging things. Come on. Oh, shoot. Taking that off beforehand. Okay. So we're back to Cobra Jet. We're going to swap over to a Mosmetic gun here. And we're going to try out, I think, probably a 2.5 size nozzle. Let's start with that. 2.5. You can always tell this is a 40-degree 2.5. You also aren't going to see significant measured spec differences on the degree of nozzle. It's negligible. So that's 1125. Let's see what happens when we put it. Just drawing 9.5 amps. So you can also see where when we open up the orifice a little bit, we do drop some pressure, but we're going to gain flow, and we also reduce the load on your circuit as well. That can be especially helpful if you have a, you have a bunch of lights and stuff on the same circuit. So that's like 975. I think we'd go with the 1100. I think we'd get more work done. Problem is, this thing's gonna do like a gallon, 1.3 gallons a minute or something like that. Yeah, I think that's the happy medium. So that was, what did I say it was? Like 1125.
Which nozzle is that?
This is the 2.5. It even sounds like it's working a little less. These remind me of that Mitsubishi Mirage that Mike and I rented. I didn't know they made cars like this, but it's like 79 horsepower. And has one gear and just like won't go above 5,000 RPMs. It'll just sit there all day at 5,000 RPMs, just pegged, going nowhere. I didn't know cars like that existed. It's pretty exciting. It was the only car they had at the rental place. I would have rather had a minivan. They didn't have that either. 10 seconds. Oh boy. Okay. So our phone can test while Jeff is getting us our number there. Let's do this for fun. Let's try this puppy out real quickly. And we just dump a little soap in here. This is GSF diluted. This is diluted 150 milliliters of soap to 600 milliliters of water. 1.22. So, 150 bucks. We've certainly tested better performers. Let's see if this thing fits. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's crank it up full soap. What does that even mean? Oh, okay, there's more suds. They have more bubbles. You gotta see this. Look at this, people. That's clever. So you see how there's more bubbles as you work your way up? That means more soap. That's cute. Ah, not even a hint of foam. Let me make sure I go into all bubbles. I'm full bubblage. Nothing. That was a waste of soap. And it rifled through a bunch of that too. Well, they're starting to get the look right. I'm disappointed. Alright, so if you watch all of these tests, if you're still watching this, I don't know what the heck you're doing. You can check the light by all these, but this is going to be open or not orifice inside of the foam cannon. Here, there's a little insert behind my plug here. And so really, this is going to foam fine, but I really want to make sure that I'm not over amping the machine, which of course we're not going to. 10.2 amps, so piece of cake. And we got level foam on this little butte. So there you go. There you have it. Can we quit now? Because they're all going to do pretty much the same thing. Got to keep going. All right, so the next one, does it have a little door hose too? Not till we get to the big boys. So we got to do this hose swappy again. Just gotta take this off, take that off, put that on there, take this off of here. Oh boy, heads up. This thing's probably gonna leak, so I'm gonna tighten that down. Just call me Eeyore, the pressure washing world. And throw me that, where'd that little red hose go? I need my 15 millimeter boy. 15, so MTM stamps 15, so you want to make sure you're, actually, yeah, I need the 15 for that little red hose. We just use the same one. So this one can accept the foam cannon, it's the same thing. It only comes with a 15-degree nozzle and has this proprietary thing on the gun, so you can't do a quick disconnect package. Okay, we're good. Got this little bro. Make sure this one doesn't fall off on me this time. Leaks. The heck? I just checked it. You gotta push in.
142 HS, 159 bucks.
159? Yeah, of course you gotta have that. Gotta have $10 increments. Somebody might not be able to swing if they can swing 150 or 149, but they can't swing 159. We all know that's very true. These pressure washers, you know the people who go to like convenience stores every day to like buy food instead of like going and buying like at the grocery store? Like you buy like what you want ahead of time. So you go to the convenience store, you buy a bunch of stuff, you pay 3 times as much. That's who buys these, the same people who go to the convenience store to waste money when you could have just bought like a 2-liter bottle and used that all week, Chris, right? Instead, you go buy a Red Bull at a racetrack or a Wawa and you pay freaking $20 for 3 of them when you could have paid $20 and bought a 48 pack. Those are the same people that are buying these things. Just saying, it's life choices here. If you want man's key to success, start one, go and buy your stuff at the grocery store. Then again, I do go to Publix and buy all my food and pay twice as much for it because I like the experience, but I guess we all have our vices. But I'm not buying, well, I did buy 80 of these. Shoot! It's backfired on me. That's $14.25. Yeah, $14.25. Oh shoot, Jeff, you're slacking on me. Come on. Gotta get our system going here. Let me get I had my stopwatch running too, so I failed it too. So what I'm getting at is you'd be better off. Now, I don't go to Sam's Club, but you'd be better off going to like Costco or Sam's Club, getting yourself a 5,000 pack of whatever. Actually, what you should do is drink freaking water. But I'm only saying that because I can't drink like one. I drink the whole 2-liter bottle, and I'm already 250, so I don't want to be 290. So.
You're recommending Costco.
Yeah, I'm not going there, but you should go there. And you should get water. Don't buy that freaking, what's that terrible water we have here? Zephyr Hills. It's like mud water. Get yourself some Dasani or Aquafina. We've done a test on the podcast. Get yourself that. And then buy yourself buy this AR over here or buy this Krensla. And don't buy 9 of these. And stop going to Turkey Hill to get your iced tea. Stop doing that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go. I'm wasting time. I'm trying to keep the theme going here of angry, insulting guy.
Don't look in the fridge next door. Have you seen our fridge?
What?
Have you seen our fridge?
Well, there's a bunch of Gatorades in there I saw.
And 2 liters.
That's smart.
And our cases of Monster.
But did you go buy individual monsters at Wawa one at a time?
Amazon's free next day.
Now you're thinking ahead.
Yeah, bought a whole case of Gatorade.
It's smart. I don't need any liquid calories. This is the first time I'm contriving this story. All the other ones were real stories, like I was really that angry. Today, I'm feeling a little sleepy. We went and met with my architect, and I just used all the brain energy, all the brain power I have in me. What else do I need to do here?
11.25.
All right, let's swap our hoses over. So what is that?
1.02.
So it's probably the same. I just pulled the trigger. So 1.09 versus 1.02. So it's the same freaking pump, the exact same thing. It's so stupid. Why did they do this? Why? I don't understand. This is so dumb. Price point, baby. Let's not build anything with logic. Let's build it to a price point. That's a genius move.
The $10 gets you a longer handle.
How much do you think that cost in the real world? 8.5 cents? Joke.
Mark it up $10.
Why am I even doing this? Let's just quit. Let's just take the spreadsheet and light it on fire and not put it up. And just light up all that work. All right, what am I doing now? So I'm going to do the same nozzle. What did I have at 2.5?
Yeah.
Whoa, the horsepower. It's like a bucking bronco over here. $1,100.
8.6 amps.
Well, this one's got a little tweaked engine. Only drawing 8 amps with that. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, who else can I insult here today? Oh, I got a new one. I joined a regular gym. I've been in a regular gym in 10, 11 years. I need something new because clearly it's not working whatever I'm doing. I need something different. Oh, I've forgotten how fun it was, how much judgment goes on there. Like everybody's looking at you, judging you. Plus, when I'm there in a regular gym, I'm kind of ripped in comparison to CrossFit. I'm the fattest guy there. It's freaking cool. I like it. You got like the overly tan lady. Then you got the old guy who's like 45 pounds overweight and like swing curling on the squat rack for like 45 minutes. It's so good, man. I love it. I'm having so much fun. I go in there, I see the people on the elliptical. They're walking like 1 mile every 10 hours. And they're just reading magazines and crap, watching TV. Like, this place is great. I miss this so much. I'm having so much fun.
So you're that guy at Planet Fitness pulling up with your GT3RS?
Well, no, unfortunately, I have to drive my Tesla because I panic when I'm driving down the road, so. I'm making fun of these people, but, you know, I'm the one that really should be made fun of. All right, let's check our foam. 9.7 amps.
12.2.
Look at that foam. Look at that shaving cream, bros. What do you need to spend a bunch of money for, Matt, when you can get shaving cream for $159? I say you can do it for $149, eh? What do you say about that? Probably get it on sale. I wonder when people that come on these videos like looking for like real empirical data and they've never seen anything and like, what is wrong with this guy? They probably haven't made it this far into the video, or 10 minutes in. And... Oh, I can leave this on now because these next ones. Oh shoot, I shouldn't do that. These next ones actually kind of work because it has a gun. Notice how I'm doing real testing, like real deep, like dork reviews, where they do the reviews and show you, well, this is what a box looks like, and here's the power cord, and you press the button here, and I really like how this hose wraps up. I don't care about any of that. I just want to know, what does it do, and so we can put it on the spreadsheet. How does it? There we go. So you can put it on the spreadsheet. You know what else, Jeff? Help me, please, before I freaking smash this thing. You know what's going to be good for YouTube is that now, like, I haven't done a bicep curl in 11 years, and now that's all I'm going to do. I saw this old guy who's like doing this, like, I don't know what he's doing. These old guys that just make up moves. It's like the greatest thing ever. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm loving every minute of it. Telescoping handle? This or this? How do I do it? Ooh. This is above my, there's no telescope in here, Chris. You've lost your mind.
I tried.
You can't. There's nothing there. There's nothing to push. Nothing, dude. I think you're lying to me. It sure feels like there's something moving in there. He just quit. He just gave up. He just quit. He just said, I'm done. Oh, boy.
Can we talk about that OE gun?
Yeah, it's got a holster for awesomeness.
This one's $249.
249 bucks? I think better have some stellar results. Oh, shoot. Where did my little fitting go?
3838SS.
So it's the same as the other one. It's the same as the 383, whatever.
There's a 383HS.
Yeah.
This one is 2X.
Oh, nice. Is that the one we're missing?
Yes, I'm missing.
Oh, well, that one, that's going to be the exact same thing, obviously. So I think in our previous testing, I want to say that these guys had a little bit more output than the previous ones. The telescoping handle, apparently, is way above my skill set to figure out, and everybody else here too. I wonder if you push this button? Heck yeah!
Oh, there you go.
Boom!
That's it?
I can do is this the thumbnail? Let me do a flex. I've been working on it one day in, day one. Already seeing some results from sitting there. What you do, the other thing you gotta do, you gotta like do one bench and wait it like upwards of 8.5 minutes to do your next set. It's the best way to do it. Crap, 15 millimeter. There we go. Just wait. I'm just gonna keep eating and just do curls and bench. My legs are gonna get super skinny, as if they're not already. All right. And don't you love these little life lessons, these little side ones here? Keeps you entertained. What did I do with the fittings? Okay, so we're gonna go to 25-degree nozzle. So that's been the theme here, is that I've used the 40-degree if I have it, but if we don't, the widest pattern they have is. Foam candle works. Let's put that on. See, but you can see what they're doing here. They just take a bigger case so they can put this fancy telescoping handle on there, but it's the same pump inside. Or they change the size. This one says 1.7 on it, but it's a weird, it says 1540 117. So the 401 must be like the model number, but the 17 probably means it's a 1.7 size nozzle. Scary. Let's call it 17. I like this. This is like quick draw. But they don't want you to have extra space, so you only get 2. What happens if I needed more? I wanted all 5. That must be that's when you get to 279. From 249 for this, bro? Jeez. It's a lot of money. So you could put quick disconnects on this and make it a shorter gun for foam cannon use. 3, 2, 1, go. How many amps? 14 amps? Ooh. That's how it's getting the extra pressure driving. It sounds different too. It's actually pretty quiet. This trigger is kind of harder to hold compared to the others. I'll have to give it a flex. All that work I've been doing this week.
One day.
I went Sunday too.
2 days.
I couldn't get enough. I'm gonna go upwards of 3 times a month. Oh, you know what the best part about this thing? It cost pressure washer for the whole freaking year. I go there, I thought it was $200. I'm like, let's go. $200 for the whole year. And so then I go there, a place called To Your Health. I go there, they're like, yeah, this is our flagship place. There's like dirt on the walls. This place is junk. No one puts the weights away. It's like a disaster. And it's like 3 years old and the place is trashed. But they're like, yeah, we're having a special, $179. I'm like, this is great. $179 for the whole year. Like, this is great.
11.
What am I doing? What do I do next? Oh, I take this off.
Yeah.
God dang it, Jeff.
1.06.
What?
1.06.
Oh, I thought you said 0.06. I'm like, wait a minute. 1.06. So the weird thing about this whole experience at the regular gym, like, I'd forgotten. I've spent half of my life in a regular gym, but the last 10 years I've been in a CrossFit gym. In CrossFit, they kind of get a bad rap for, people being judgy and cliquey and stuff like that. But I felt more judged than I've ever felt in my life. There's just a natural, like, you're sitting like eye to eye with someone, doing some crazy grunt curls into the mirror. And I'm sitting over there, doing one bench every 8.5 minutes. Your eyes got to go somewhere, so you're like, everybody's sizing everybody up. It's really weird. Like, it's been a long time since I really enjoyed it, though. It was a lot of fun.
So are you going for the workout purpose, or are you going for the entertainment purpose?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, maybe I'll work out more if I'm entertained.
Like, what's the key motivator?
It's a microcosm of, like, the people, of the world. It's freaking great. You got the young guy, he's like kind of skinny, but he's trying to get big. He's probably taking steroids, and he's over there in the mirror just flexing. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, does he know everybody's watching him? I bet you he does. It's just weird, man. The whole thing's great. The only thing better than pressure washer testing is going to the regular gym. But I can already tell I'm going to be like one of the bros, you do the old arm bump, and we're going to all work out together. You have 9 guys on the bench, take you 45 minutes just to do one set. Oh, it's going to be great. I can't wait. So this was a 2.5 nozzle. That's 1200.
11.1 amps.
Uh-oh, we got a little... This one's got a little more horsepower to it. I'm gonna open her up. Open up the choke. We'll call that 990. It was 1200, so that's a 3.0 nozzle. 10.3 amps, and then 3, 2, 1, go. 1. Got some 4 more to do. How many have we done? We only did 2? Feels like I've been here for 3 hours. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, I work out with my buddy at his house. I'm gonna go to this regular entertainment gym. I'm gonna go to CrossFit. I'm gonna ride my mountain bike. I'm gonna suck at everything. And that's gonna be better for me because then, this is my cockamamie scheme. That's gonna be better for me to get in shape because I'm always obsessing about like being great and then I'm not great, so then I quit. So I'm just gonna suck at everything and just have fun with it. Like if I feel like going and doing some intervals in the treadmill, I'm like, I don't care what time I did last week, who cares? I'm just gonna go do it. You know what I'm saying, Chris? Like I'm not worried about, my deadlift is 20 pounds lighter than it was 6 months ago, or 175 pounds lighter than it was 3 years ago, and I'm living in the 3 years ago, but I can't walk straight because my legs are broken, my elbow's jacked.
14.43.
So 1.4 BPM. Where we at? 11.6 amps. Millimeter orifice is helping, or working, and we're done. On to the next. Crap, I'm making it hard for the shipping guys, aren't I?
Yeah, we have to sell those.
Yeah. Water test. Yeah, look at that.
Turn the water off.
Nope. Stand there all day. There we go. That's the stream I'm looking for. Next. The thing that sucks about this, it's no fun. Like when we did the test the other day, it was a lot of fun because we had some weird crap going on, weird numbers. How's it going to do in comparison? This is the same freaking pressure washer right here, but we got to do it just to do it. $299. What a freaking joke. $299. So, does this have an internal connection? Dang it, it does. So this would be an extended hose version. So we've got to just extend this out to make it work. So we're fitting. Ooh, 25 footer. But no, I think we left it on that red hose. What are we gonna do with that thing? Dang it. So the disadvantage to having these hose reel versions, you never want to buy those if you have the choice, because the hose reels, a lot of times they have a proprietary fitting inside, and so you can't just adapt to it. You can probably pull it apart and figure out what kind of fitting it is, but if you're going to go that far, then you might as well buy one that doesn't have it. It's only if you're like stuck with this, like your great uncle bought it from you from some bazaar, some dealer at a flea market or something like that, and you're stuck with it, you can't return it anywhere, and you got it for life. That's the only reason you would ever get something like this. So this is $300. That's pretty nuts. My guess is these probably will be sold for half of this, on Amazon and other places. We had to buy them direct. How much of a deal did we get from these guys? Yeah, but what is cost on these things? So now, what was I doing here? I need to, can't really extend the hose here, can I? So just for the purpose of this test, we'll just use this hose because I don't want to go screw all the fittings. I would have to put another fitting, a female plug on the end, on the inlet to my Cobra Jet. So I'm just gonna. Why am I sweating? I ate that the Chipotle brisket. That brisket is pretty. I need a regular gun, don't I?
217.54.
So 217.54 is what this cost me. So that's my dealer cost. I'm not supposed to tell you that, am I? A 15 millimeter fitting. 15. So there's like zero margin in these things. There's very little margin in these when it comes down to it, because then this will probably sell for like $239 or $219 or $179 when on Amazon. All right, where's my tips for this? All right, here. So these are clearly the same machines. They're just new packaging.
You have to dial this one up though.
Why?
It's got a second knob.
Uh-oh, I don't know if I can handle two knobs right now, dude. I only know what one knob does. Just help me. I need a Viper. I need a drink. That's what I need. I need to run a racetrack real quick. Spend a bunch of money. I mean, I think that analogy is pretty spot on, though, Chris.
It's pretty good.
You know?
The racetrack is about the journey.
If it wasn't there, you guys wouldn't be going there.
It's a nice walk. Get out.
But like the guys that'll like go there and buy their breakfast and lunch there, like just plan ahead.
Get like a corn dog and a
That's how I bought a Krenzo when I wasn't making that much money, because I didn't go to a freaking racetrack or to Turkey Hill to buy some sweet tea and a hoagie and some chips. You buy the chips family size at Costco. We had BJ's, which was terrible. All I'd end up doing is buying a giant thing of cheese balls. My mouth would be like bloody because I couldn't stop eating them, and Dunkaroos, and like mouthwash that would last like 100 years. So it's by the time you get to the end of it, like 3/4 of the leftovers was like backwash. You just don't want to do that. So now I've made it to a place in life where I can buy an appropriate size mouthwash. And I avoid the Dunkaroos because I don't even have them at Publix anymore. Oh no, this is good, Jeff. Keep going. Let me sit down. Let me use my little cup holder here.
I think the inline adapter is broken.
Like, why do you need to carry your cup around when you're detailing? I don't understand that. Just keep the cup over on the countertop and then go get it when you're thirsty.
I thought that was for like detailing bottles. It's for drinking.
Alex was telling me this is what keeps a drink. Do you mean to tell me you're sitting on a stool for like 10 hours straight?
There's no hope.
You want me to fix this, Jeff? I'll fix it.
I need that.
I need a little splash of water in my face. Let's go. I'm just really questioning my life choices right now. I'm testing a $300 piece of garbage that shouldn't exist. Did you fix it, or are you just putting it back on hoping that works?
Hopes right now.
Watch this, Jeff. Everybody says I'm not a real man. The Jeff can always amplify my real man this one. I'll just let him do it. And people will realize I'm not as incompetent as people think I am. Okay. All right. Whew. Let's get a little second wind here. Boom! I was nervous there for a second. I was going to work. Take this off.
Adjust your knob, make sure you have max.
Yeah, give me max, Jeff. I don't want anything that's not maxed.
Ooh, you heard that?
That's a nice detent. Like that word. Why is there a foot? It says here. It's like I got a little thing that says put your foot here. What are you putting your foot there for? Oh, is it for winding up maybe? Oh yeah, because it's so light that you would just like pull it over. It says a little, hey, put your foot here. 2 feet. You gotta have little feet. It's 2 feet. I'm not gonna lie, I have to count the lines because it just doesn't, like that's what takes me so long to do this. Like 15, 16, 17, then I stare at it, I'm like, brain turning, 17, oh wait, let me count it again, 15, 16, 17, 10. 17, 10, how many amps?
14 amps.
I need a digital gauge is what I need. Do they make those? I don't think they do. This hose, god dang. So what you'd want to do with if your great uncle bought this at a swap meet somewhere, you know, like a swap and whatever. Swap meet, take your money from you, and he bought it on a deal for like $79.99. You got stuck with this and you can't return it, and you can't find somebody to sell it to. Then you would just extend the hose. You just you would get the coupler. You take this coupler, put it on the end of the hose. It has to be a 15 millimeter fitting, so this side has to be 15. And then on the inlet to your Cobra Jet or your, some other Amazon junk that you didn't listen to me and you buy, you would generally screw on a female 3/8 plug. But then again, people buy all that. What's that Uber or whatever hose that has the fitting like this has? Uber Flex. It's freaking so stupid. The thing's garbage. Why are you guys doing that to yourself? Stop. Stop going to Turkey Hill. What's the other one we used to go to?
Yeah, what is Turkey Hill?
Yeah, Turkey Hill is a Northeast thing. Turkey Hill sweet tea is delicious. Lost my train of thought. 3, 2, 1, go. Turkey Hill is like Wawa. The Wawa is a Northeast, so it's like a Wawa Turkey Hill war up there. Sheets, yeah, Sheets too. Sheets is more like Ohio, Pittsburgh. We have racetrack. I can't believe I used to get like a meatball sub at Wawa. Like I would vomit as soon as I licked that today. I used to get that all the time. Like where did I think those meatballs came from? They come from a bucket. They come from like a 55-gallon drum, right? It's just dump it in the little thing. And they'd sit in there all day. Oh man. This could be a new thing, Chris. I'm gonna do pressure washer testing and stand up. It's like my new thing. Test and insult. What's a good catchphrase for that?
11.50.
How much pressure did that have? I don't even remember.
1170, I think you said.
Oh yeah.
1710.
Okay, close.
1.05.
God dang. Again, it's all the same thing. It's the same pump. Adjustable. What happens if you adjust it? Nothing. Didn't do anything. Oh yeah, it did. Moved it down like 100 PSI. Oh, I don't care. It's like the bass knob. You go to max. Doesn't matter how it sounds, max it out. Bass and treble, go for it. I don't know what it does, but give it the business. Okay. 3.0, what do you think? Yeah, it's freaking stupid. Every rental car I ever get in, it's maxed out. What are you doing? It sounds terrible. Yeah, like 975.
10.5 amps.
This is dumb. Time like stands still. Foam cannon. I'm gonna chip her up. I got a little pep there for a minute and I lost it. I need something else to think about. 11.6 amps.
15.01.
Gee whiz, 1.35, this is freaking stupid. Just that annoyingness on the table. Every time I touch something on the table, I get a little bit of soap in my hands just to hack me off. Okay, please tell me these I don't need to do some weird hose adaptation. I think we're good. Okay, where's my Viper chair? All right, how much are these bros? Well, it looks like an old 2300 and a new 2300. One's a 1 point. Yeah, one's just for the blue clean line and the other one's for the max line, but they're the same thing. They're gonna be the same thing. They probably just have different nozzles. Where am I at? I can't even think.
Blue one? Middle one? Okay.
Blue. Okay, so this one has a 1.5, and that one has a 1.5. It's the same freaking thing. Lost it all.
Need a Gatorade?
People are going to be stealing your Gatorade. You're going to have to keep count of those. Keep inventory. $299.
Ooh, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one.
Oh my gosh. This is nuts. It does look pretty good. But this is the Stanley. They OE this for Stanley, Griot's Garage, a bunch of other places. The same exact pressure washer is the one. Oh shoot. Gauge. I'm just gonna sit here like this. I don't care what anybody thinks. Got soap on here. Shoot.
They stayed this long. They're here for the comical purposes.
Dang it. Okay. What do I do with the nozzle? Is that this one? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Give me some juice. Foam cannon's good on this one. It's the same gun. Where do I turn this thing on?
Power button, right.
Oh. Same frickin' thing. $17.50.
13.5 amps.
Shoot, I should have done this a long time ago. Got a cameraman, got a Jeff, and got a stool. And a real thirst because I ate that darn brisket from Chipotle. It's got a lock on it. I'm telling you, this trigger is kind of hard to hold. We need to get that couch in the editing studio stat. Can you imagine Waba sitting there clicking away just little clicks for editing? It'll put me to sleep in a second. I'll be out cold. Oh, it looks like I peed myself now. That's the hazard of sitting on the chair.
11.51.
1.05.
It's all the same exact pump. Every single one of them. I spent $4,000 on these things. They're all the exact same.
But this one comes with a turbo nozzle
This one's blue.
and blue.
I do like the color though, I must admit. I don't know about the pinkish red, but yeah, this is the way to go. I should have been doing this the whole time. This is preparing me for the sun, Joe. We're gonna have to get me a freaking 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. I can't go to Racetrack and get it now because I talk too much trash. People on the old site will ask, "Where did you get that from?" And I'll have to tell them, "Got it from Racetrack."
We'll go to Publix.
So, man, I thought you told me you can't do that. You hypocrite. It's like $9.98. Just say 1,000. Just say 1,000.
9.9 amps.
What do I do now? Oh. We're almost, we're not almost there. I thought we were at, oh, god dang it. Can we skip the 1.5 one? Because it's the same freaking thing, it's just black. Somebody's gonna come in here and mess up our video. This is the way to go. I don't even have to hold anything. God, this is the longest minute ever. Let's go. And get every last little drop. Not pee-pee dribble on my pants again.
.13.
11.1 amps. Delicious foam.
1.36.
I mean, all of these 1.36 is the flow. I mean, these are all just a simple function of how, when did I release the trigger? Because they're all within like a few hundredths of each other. I've got to do these tests first thing in the morning because I'm just not having it right now. As opposed to never having it. Let me take this one off this time. I need this. Oh, here's this puppy. It needs to go in this little sweet little storage bro. All right, so now how much is this one?
$369.
Oh my gosh. It's the same freaking thing. It's got to be the same thing, right? It's at least the same enclosure for sure. Maybe that little guy.
It says it's a removable cart.
Yeah, you can take this off and do all kinds of wondrous things with it. That's pretty clever. Like, what can we do to change the pump? Change it to make it identical, but not quite. Ooh, that's a stainless fitting on the outlet of that puppy. All the other ones are galvanized. I think that's the first one I've ever seen with a stainless fitting on it. Or it's still 15 millimeter. Oh boy. Shoot, Jeff. I have a couple of these nozzles. I don't know which one they went with. These two puppies. Okay, let's hook the hoses up. Hose one. Hose two. That's pretty solid. I just don't like that plastic fitting there. But what am I doing? Doing too much assessing. I need steal some of those. These are 14 millimeter. Steal me a couple of those puppies. It's got a blue trigger. Is it matching? That's nice.
If that had a nozzle holder, you wouldn't mix them up.
Yeah, I need the rapid fire holstering. You can just drill holes in the top of this and jam them in there. Two more. I can do it, guys. I can do it. Give me a pep talk. I have to.
You have to judge all the normies.
No, not that, Jim. I'm going to work out the clay, which is terrible. There's no one to watch. Keep me entertained while I'm suffering. What's the over-under on this? Is it going to do exactly the same as the last one, or are they going to at least tune the pump a little bit? This one's rated at 2,300 psi with a max of 1.5 GPM. The other one was rated at 2,300 psi with a max of 1.7 GPM. So I guess it just depends on what side of the bed they woke up with that morning, on what they decided to paint on the back. Sounds different. Yeah, this is a, this must be an induction or a, this must be a brushless.
This has an induction motor, a waffle plate, and a total stop system to extend pump life.
Oh. So this is 380 bucks.
369.
So this is a different pump. 369. Yeah, 1790. Let's check our flow. So it probably has less flow, but this is definitely a different pump. Well, that makes me a little happier. It's not all for nothing. Dang, these triggers are hard to hold on to. On 12.9 amps. Jeez. I got a pretty good grip, Jeff, and this is not working. Come on, 20 more seconds. It's a grip test. What do we got? I'm excited. It's something different.
Looking good.
11.87. 1.09.
1.09. What was the last one? So it's the same.
Excuse me, 1.05.
Okay, so same 1.09 as all the others. Thought since it's a different pump, like you'd have a different output, but nope, nope, can't. No spice in life here. This is all baked in the cake. It's all the same thing. Come on. I gotta test the, I gotta swap the gun. Foam cannon will work, yes. That gives me great satisfaction to do that. Not for you to pick it up, but I mean to me to just throw it. 1.5. This chair is really helping me out here. If I'm 60 years old and still doing these videos, just shoot me. Is there infinite air in this thing? So that's only 850 psi, so we got to go down. Which means we're going to lose even more flow. It sounds to me like this pump would probably be a bit more durable, you would think. It sounds more stout. Yeah, that's 1050. 1050.
Is that 2.5?
2.5. This gun will flow 12 gallons a minute max. Could you imagine what that would feel like? Foam cannon. All right, I'm getting up. It's a home stretch. Let's go. .6 amps on the foam cannon.
12.62.
1.18.
Jeez. 1.18, 1.2 GPM. It's actually pretty good for this drain to get used. It doesn't stink up the place. You know, it's funny, I bought all these pressure washers and I'm like thinking I'm getting stingy on my fittings. Like, I need to make sure we get these all off the machines. I don't want to waste any money. 15 millimeter, 15. All right, this bro, what's the story on this guy?
$489.
$489.
Rated 2250 psi, 1.1 GPM with a max of 1.3.
But it looks fancy, looks different. They changed the case.
Look how big the red knob is.
It's got a little better hose, 480 bucks, 3,000 psi. It's got the premium 25-foot hose, so that way you only have to yank it around your car.
It's extended life too.
I changed my mind. I'm back down. Built to last. Induction motor. It's the same motor that the Adams has. It's the same motor that the Sunjo has. Look at the pump head on that thing. It's tiny, teeny tiny little pump head. Give me a green one, please. Thank you. Last one. Let's go. Let's go. Get it. Get fired up. That's what we do in the gym. Start grunting. Ugh, ah, yeah. Get it, bro. Get it. Oh. Not yet. This is what happens when I bench. This is what my bench is like. Foam cannon will be good. Better get ready for 3,000 psi. I gotta stand up, brace myself. So this doesn't have auto stop start. Come on. All right, it's 2275. Got a little bit of a leak. Yeah, it doesn't have auto, there's no pressure switch on it. This is just the, this is just their version of the, Sunjoe that we tested and the, like the 9000 whatever Pro. Gosh, that thing's locked up tight. Yeah, it's holding 3100 PSI, just, in bypass. This is gonna do like less than a gallon a minute. I don't know, it feels like it's moving some water. Last one. One gallon a minute. That's all these induction, these brushless pumps. I mean, they're all weak sauce. They give you some pressure, but that pressure doesn't do you a lot of good without any water behind it. You're not getting any work done. You might be able to blow algae off, but you're gonna have to do it 1 square inch at a time. That ain't no good. Put this on. Let's see how far I can. Pretty sturdy. It's part of a durability test. Swiss Tracks though takes all the brunt of it. So we're gonna probably have to go 2.0 on this thing, aren't we? Let's see. You do have a lot of pressure, so. And that's 1,000 PSI right there, 1,000. Let's say 1010. Last one, bros, last one.
Which nozzle? 2.0?
2.5, I think. 2.5. Oh, lost concentration. Chris threw me off. You don't want to test. We should probably wipe out that bucket after every test. Some real sample size, some proper peer-reviewed data, or whatever they call it. I can make it 1 more minute. 1 more minute. It's drawing 7.6 amps. That's pretty efficient. Be jamming some LIDs on the same circuit, no problem. Before we wrap this up, make sure you go to Facebook /groups/Obsessed Garage or OG Marketplace. We're going to sell all these pressure washers on the cheap with accessories all kitted up, ready to go. So they're all pretty much the same. So it really doesn't matter which one you get. Oh, you got a foam cannon. God dang it. 8.4 amps of the foam cannon. Less than 1.2 GPM. That's so 1.2 GPM at 1,000 PSI. That's junk. I don't have anything else to say. I've insulted all of you. I've alienated myself. I've told on myself. It's going to take an act of God for me to do this. There's like freaking 13 Chunjos right there. So that's 2 times what we just did here today and barely got through this. So end result, pretty much all the Blue Maxes, and so that Blue Max is a little bit different. So the last 2, so I guess the Blue Maxes are part of the brushless line, so they are a little different, but the results are the same or worse. And so the BC line, their new blue, or whatever they call it, blue clean line, does look a little bit sleeker, but it's really the same thing as the original line. So this new 2021 version, 2020 version is the same thing, just under a different name. And they, by the way, AR makes the Stanleys, they make the steel, they make the I forget what other ones they do, but they OE all these same pumps are just repackaged, and they change the color and bolt on a couple of different little things to them. So you want to try to avoid this stuff as much as you can. But if you do have it, the requisite is you need 15 millimeter fittings. Some of them you have to extend the hose, some of them you have to get rid of the gun. All of them you're going to want to swap out for the parts. But go to obsessedgarage.com. We have all of these. We're about to launch our new version of the pressure washing platform. So all these pressure washers, that's part of the reason why I bought these, so I can compile the data. And we'll have it set up to, if you just want to do a quick disconnect package for the stock gun and everything, we'll tell you if you can do a foam cannon or not with it. We're going to have it set up so you can do the full package from, sort of, we call it basic, advanced. What do we call it? Basic, advanced, ultimate. So we have like different price points of the different accessories that we sell. But the key is that if you do end up with one of these pressure washers, you have one, and you're working on your upgrade path, you can go to like an active. From an active, you'd go to like a Comet. From a Comet, you'd go to a 675 Pro or a 630. 630 from AR Professional. From there, then you go up to ultimate, sort of a Krenzla pump. So those are those are sort of the hierarchies. And then if you really get into it, you do something like the KWS 700, the big boy down here, and then you need a dedicated setup. So, but this hose works with that big $3,500 pressure washer. The gun that we're using works with that $3,500 pressure washer. All we have to do is maybe change a fitting and change the nozzle size, and you're good to go. So you can use these parts and pieces. In some cases, if you take really good care of them, you should get years out of it. If you're using it a lot professionally, you'll get whatever you get out of it. But there's a professional grade stuff designed for industry that we're adapting to our house, and we're using all this professional grade accessories, attaching it to a consumer based pressure washer, or a consumer focused or targeted pressure washer. So, thanks for watching. Next video in this series will be the Sunjos, and then we'll be done for a little while. That'll put us well into, how many pressure washers have we tested? Put us well into the hundreds. 110, something like that, pressure washers that we've tested over the last several years. And the reason I'm doing this is to figure out what fittings we need, compile the data so you know what nozzle to choose, and then it's just good to, it's a good little shopping list to have. So anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more crazy. These pressure washers always bring out the best in me. See you soon.